Combo decks and Uro is banned in Modern. Let's play Modern Burn. What is going on, guys? My name is Skewer the Critics. Today we're gonna play Boros Burn after the Uro Ban and the Simon Spirit Guide ban and all the other bans. Because of these bans, Modern is returning to the format it was before, so a turn 4 format, a lot of aggro decks, some mid-rangey decks, and fewer control decks. So Burn is pretty good in those type of metagame. Of course, even if Burn has become stronger, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good decks to beat the Burn deck that are also on the rise, like Heliod, Company, Eldrazi Tron, Dredge, Humans. So Burn has become stronger, but all the good decks against it are also being played a lot more. So that's pretty much for the change in the metagame. For the list today, we have 3 Kor Firewalker for the Mirror Burn, 3 Rest in Peace for Dredge, 3 Path, 3 Anti-Life Gain card, and 3 Smash for the Eldrazi Tron matchup. And then we have 3 Skullcrack main and 3 Skewer the Critics to... I cut 1 Skewer for 1 Skullcrack. So, I know I haven't produced a lot of content recently because I was in my midterm, but now I'm gonna play a lot more Modern. A lot more videos are coming. So definitely subscribe and like the video if you like the content, and if you want to see more, help me a lot. We're almost at like 1,000 subscribers. We're at 600, so more than half has been done. Thanks a lot for all the people that are subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it a lot. And of course, for all the people that are my Patreon, gives me a little bit more, helping me a lot. Also, if you want to talk lists with me, the Discord server is in the description. And if you want to support me other than by subscribing, liking, Patreon, there's also a TCG player affiliate program in the description. If you want to buy a deck, I'll get a little kickback from this link. Oh yeah, I forgot. This video was filmed on my Twitch, so if you're interested
we are in
to
round
see
number
me play
1.
live, go in the description and follow me on Twitch.
So we're on the
Enjoy
play,
the
which
video.
is great. Have a lot of lands, an Eidolon, and a Searing Blaze. Honestly, this hand is a bit awkward. I think I'm gonna mold this. That is way better. So I think most of the time the Searing Blaze will be less good than the Helix. But if we're playing against a creature deck, the Searing Blaze could actually be a very good payoff. I think I'm still going to put the Blaze to the bottom because we have turn 1 Swiftspear into turn 2 Eidolon, so... And even if there are a creature deck and we want to kill something, we still have the Helix, which is less good than a Searing Blaze, but it's still pretty good. Alright, Urza's mine. So it might be E-Tron or just normal Tron. I really hope it's not E-Tron. Okay. So I guess my opponent, if they are playing E-Tron, they don't have Chalice. I'm just gonna go like that. More efficient way to use my mana. Alright, so this is E-Tron. Turn 3 on that Seer. Okay. Guess I'm just gonna suspend Riftbolt and say go. Or I could get in for 1 damage, which is actually not too bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to get in for 1 damage. That way we have a better chance at winning next turn. Because we're gonna go crack our Sunbake, Riftbolt, and then we have to draw Burn Spell. Blast Zone, doesn't really matter. Sure, so they're just gonna put some pressure. They have a 2-turn clock. I guess they are gonna hold 1 of them. Yep. There's a pretty good chance we just win here. Nope. Come on. Any burn spell is good enough. Even Searing Blaze. Nice. Very important to win the first game against Etron because you never know where they're just going to chalice you in the next game. So let's bring some Smash, Repath. Let's cut some Searing Blaze, Eidolons. Bring in Skullcrack, cut another Eidolon. Guess I'm just gonna cut all the Eidolons, have one Searing Blaze over an Eidolon. Yep. Okay, very creature hand, but it's not. Sometimes it's good against Etron, but if they have like their faster body hand where they put like a Thought your turn 2, it's not the best hands in the world. I think I'm still going to keep because if they don't have a body early on, we can get in for a lot of damage. Alright, we drew our only Searing Blaze in the deck. Sure. Alright, Spatial Contortion. We're gonna have Tron. Oh, they put just Chalice on one. Sure, that's pretty annoying. I guess, honestly, I think we just lose the game now. We just have removal, Chalice, Tron turn 3, another Chalice. They're just going to put Chalice on 2 and now we lose. Those kinds of games. Unless we can top deck a Smash to Smithereen exactly now. Wow. Okay. Okay. So there might be a chance here. My opponent's gonna kill my guide. So the reason is I say there might be a chance is if my opponent puts the other Chalice on 2, in response we smash, we still have one window to play a lot of 1-mana burn spells or creatures. Lol. My opponent displays a map into their Chalice. They're gonna play Chalice on 2. Yep. Smash this in response. Blind. Wow. We got so lucky. Got super lucky. We drew exactly Smash the Smithereens into exactly land. Well, land is not that extraordinary, but exactly the Smash was like huge there. We might still lose, honestly, but we'll see. Wow, okay. So suspend Rift Bolt. Actually, we have lethal here, right? We just attack with both and bolt them. They have to have something. Wow, we won that game. They had like a crazy start with Chalice on 1, Tron turn 3, another Chalice on 2, but the one draw smash just won the game. I said exactly if we draw smash we might be good, and we drew exactly smash, so we got it. Alright, round number 2. This hand is not that great, and we're on the play. I'm gonna mull. That's better, but Sunbaked Canyon's gonna hurt us. I think I'm still keeping. Hope it's not a super aggressive matchup.
Okay, I guess it's is it Blitz? Alright, so I'm just gonna suspend a Roof Bolt, hold their Swiftspear, hope for no growth. Guess I should have suspend the Roof Bolt after killing the Swiftspear. Turn. So unfortunately, our Sunbaked Canyon is hurting us a lot. Oh wow, okay, green. Okay, Tarm going. Okay, so it's Timur aggro something. I think I'm going to kill the Goyf here. It's a bit in my way, and it removes them from having a threat. I just hope they don't have. Well, never mind. If they have a force, I have the second bolt, so that's fine. Let's bolt them for one more damage. So now that they're at 7, Boros Charm plus another burn spell is lethal. And right in 6. Not sure what they are on. Timur Tempo deck, I'm guessing. Let another Goyf, please. Alright, Metamorphose is fine. I guess it's just like, is a Blitz splashing green for Goyfs and other cards like Veil of Summer. I'm going to keep that mountain in case I draw Searing Blaze. My opponent does something, I'm going to Boros Charm in response. I'm guessing they might have like some cheap counter spells like a Stubborn Denial or something, so I'm going to try to play around that if I can. We Boros Charm in response to take like 1 less damage from the prior Swiftspear. Yes, we do. I don't want like to give them 1 free damage if they have the counter spell anyway. Thought Scour, okay. I guess they're trying to get a counter spell. Term Vision, Thought Scour. Okay, down to 1. So here to kill us, they would need a like Metamorphose and Lava Darts. They don't attack with the Swiftspear. That means they don't have a removal spell. Oh, they just have another Stormwing. Okay. So a lot of things. Actually, we just need a burn here. That's not a burn spell. If we play Eidolon, we're gonna be locked out from the game, so I think we have to crack this. Hope to draw a burn. Nice, wow. No force. Alright. I guess they don't have a force if they're saying that. Or they're just baiting me. Alright. So against Timur, weird stuff. Paths seems good. I guess Kor Firewalkers are not too bad. I guess they're not great, but their only removal spell is probably Lightning Bolt. So this is like an almost unkillable creature. I guess Skullcracks can go out and some Boros Charms. I was going to put out like 1 Eidolon, just not to draw too much on the draw. But I think Eidolon in the matchup with Metamorphose is always very good, even on the draw. That's a pretty good hand. We have a lot of removal, and we can play like some type of control game with this hand. Alright, Swiftspear. Yeah, I did a double negation. I guess we see if they're going to do like a lot of damage with the Swiftspear. If they do, I'm going to fetch Shock for Path. If they don't, I'm just gonna fetch for Sacred Foundry tapped. If they do 1 damage, that's fine with me. Okay, I'm going to let that resolve. 2 damage is also fine, I think. If they do like 4, yeah, I think I'm going to have to path. I'm just going to save more if I path the Swiftspear than if I don't, so. We're gonna be down to 10. We're gonna take 1 more damage from this Sunbake. I guess Vinted would be pretty good here. Or another Sunbake. Alright, so let's play Kor Firewalker in pass turn. Pretty sure my opponent cannot do much about that, except like putting a Goif in front of it. Yep. Well. Sure. There was no sorcery in the grave, so this is gonna be a 3-4 now. Fortunately. Another path. Mountain. Okay. I'm going to play Swiftspear and pass turn. My opponent's down to 2 cards. They have a 3-4. I think we can play like somewhat of a control game. Probably gonna crack my Sunbake end of turn or Helix my opponent's go if they attack and block with the Swiftspear. Right, let's block with the Swiftspear. Sure. Wow, Tar Fire, okay. I'm just gonna Helix in response, bumping my Swiftspear by 1. Tar Fire to pump the Goif by 1 more. But if they don't have another removal, we're just gonna trade here, which is fine with me. Alright, my opponent's down to 1 card. And we're gonna drop an Eidolon. I think Eidolon is gonna seal the deal. Oh, maybe they have another Goif. Oh, so Stormring is pretty good. But I think we're just gonna kill it with this Skewer. So a Lava Spike or Lightning Bolt would be pretty good here, because we could go Spike your face, Skewer the Stormwing, play Eidolon. My opponent would be with down to 0 cards, would have Kor Firewalker and Eidolon on the battlefield. Okay. Path is also pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna main phase Path here. Don't really care if they have 4 or 5 mana next turn. Now we're in pretty good shape. I think I'm gonna hold the Skewer the Critics just to be able to kill a creature if I want to. Just like I have a safe policy if they top deck another Stormwing. Oh, they don't have any more basics. So they had a forest in their deck. Alright, so now we would want our third path. Like, Tormagorf is probably one of their best top deck they could have gone here. Let's try to draw a card. Okay. Try to draw another card. Path, path, path. Another Sunbake, sure. So I'm just gonna say go. I mean, my opponent could start attacking, doing 5 damage a turn, but we're doing 4 damage a turn and we're running burn spells, so I think this is fine, unless they have another Goyf. Okay, so now we could actually kill the Goyf. My opponent would be down to 2. If I burn spell with everything. But I have to kill the Goyf here, because if I don't kill the Goyf, I'm just dead, so let's try to do that. Oh, stubborn. Wow. My opponent drew the nuts. They drew Tormagorf into stubborn, which is like exactly what they needed. I guess now they're just gonna draw Lightning Bolt. Now we're locked from the game from being able to cast spells. Another core, okay. So let's attack with Firewalker, I guess, and say go. We have to chomp with Eidolon, or we're just dead. So 1 burn spell, and my opponent wins. Honestly, I think we're in a difficult spot, because my opponent just could say go, 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 and eventually win. I'm not sure if the attack was the best plan here, because not having an Eidolon on the field actually helps us. I think honestly my opponent should have just said go, 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 and when they draw the Lightning Bolt, they just win. That's I think that should have been the plan for them. Because now they're giving us the win if they don't have a counter spell. Your opponent, if you're watching this, I think you should have not attack with the Goyf was the better plan. Because with the Eidolon on battlefield, I was just locked out from the game, so I couldn't do anything. Alright. Alright, let's get around number 3. We're on the draw. A lot of lands. No Sunbake or Fiery Islet. Okay, I'm gonna keep, but I don't like the hand. Because actually, it's fine. We can cast everything. Land. Land. We need to draw a line next turn. It's Tron, so if they have a turn 3 Tron with a Karn, it's over. Oh, it's a Drowsy Tron. Chalice. Okay, that's fine. Land. Alright. Eldrazi Temple. Wow, okay. Now we're in trouble. Another Tron today. Happy I decided to bring 3 Smash. Alright, Karn is not too bad. I guess they're gonna take Coding here. Oh, Warm Call Engine. Plant. Please. Oh my god. Right, let's kill the Karn. Get in for 2. So we just have to hope they don't have Tron here. If they do, we lose. And GG. Pretty straightforward game. We had 3 dead draw. And yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing as before. Yes, I would like to be on the play. 4 lines, no, 5 lines. Wow. Yeah, that's not good. That's way better. I think it's just gonna be a Swiftspear. Yeah. I think the time that the Swiftspear is gonna become relevant is gonna be too late already. So, and the guide could actually trade with the Shaper, so it's not too bad. And we don't have like a lot of cheap spells for the Swiftspear to activate, so. Temple again. Pretty annoying. Alright, so do they have another temple? Wow, they're drawing 2 lines. I'm going to guess that they won't have another temple and they won't top to sear me like turn 2. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. They just had everything. Okay, he got me. Another path. Just gonna go face here. Okay. Let's just pass turn, I guess. They have a blast zone as well. They cannot crack it until 2 turn. Okay. We just had like the god hand there. Couldn't do much about that. Oh, I don't think you want to attack with this. Because I'm gonna double block for sure. Right, end of turn Skullcrack. So my opponent's down to 8, so we're almost there. We might get it. Nope. Let's Lava Spike you. And I guess now we attack to get in for 2. Again, same principle as last time. We don't care about our guides anymore unless we're just dead, and because they would have another smash or something. But now it gives us the opportunity to have 2 draws to win the game. Of course, if they have a Smasher, we're just dead. Alright, they just really had the god hand. Oh my god. Can you get like a better hand than this? Seriously, it's a real question. With Eldrazi Tron, is it possible to get a better hand than this? I don't think so. And we had the win, so my opponent just did Temple, Temple, this. Okay. Gonna happen sometimes. I think Eldrazi Tron is like a super fun deck, and it's actually fair, except when they get Eldrazi Temple. That's literally the only card in the deck that I don't like. But again, I think if you ban Eldrazi Temple, they're just gonna like the deck is unplayable. Because Eldrazi Temples gives you some cheesy game to win here and there. Alright, round number 4. Yorion, we're on the play. Our hand is good if we draw a second line. If we don't, it's okay. Like, we have this and this for... So we have pretty much 3 turns covered if we don't draw a second line for 2 turns. Yorion means they have probably some creatures, so Searing Blaze is pretty good. Eidolon is typically pretty good also against a Yorion deck. I think I'm gonna risk it. It's really close to being a mulligan here. Maybe I should have mulled, but I'm just gonna risk it. The guide definitely brings the hand together. If the guide was like a Rift Bolt, would be really bad. So Searing Blaze, I really hope I can kill this Stoneforge Mystic. Line would be huge here. Line honestly would have meant I think we would have just won the game on the spot. Our hand is just very good. Path. Yes. Thank you, opponent. Alright, so let's just Lava Spike. We want to keep the bolt for the Stoneforge if we don't draw a line next turn. Yep. Line, please. No line, so we're just gonna have to bolt this and suspend a Rift Bolt and pass turn. Hope they don't have a second Stoneforge. Field of Ruin is fine. Giver, sure. So they're having some difficulties with their colors. They have 2 colorless lines. Lightning Bolt. I'm just going to play Eidolon and pass. Sure, that's pretty annoying. So we have to draw a line next turn or just bust. I think honestly it's line or we have a good chance of losing. Wow, nice. So let's bolt that. No, you don't. No, I think we just win here. Because they missed their 4th line drop, so means they won't have Battle Skull next turn. They're gonna play Resto Angel, I guess. But they're gonna be down to 5. So they cannot take any damage from any land. And they have to draw their 4th land. Yeah. Yeah, land was pretty much like almost all game. Land was like win or lose scenario. Okay, so let's bring Path, Skullcrack, Vortex.
Do they run Aether Vial? Probably. Yes, yeah. Bring all this free smash. Let's cut some Eidolons. I'm pretty sure they're playing Vial, right? Some Boros Charms and on Spike. If they're not, well, Eidolon is still not that good. But it's not really the problem with Eidolon, it's more or less the smash. I just don't want to draw like 2 smash and then my opponent don't have Aether Vial, don't have Forge Mystic, and we just lose with keeping 2 smash in our hand. That's a pretty good hand, honestly. I don't know what else would you want with this? Path, Guide, double Searing Blaze. Very good hand. Tapped land, go. Okay. Roiling Vortex is also pretty good. Okay. Yeah, this is the for Cleric. So I guess they don't have like that much lines. Wow, Winds of Abandon? Sure. Sure. So unfortunately, they didn't play any creatures, or Searing Blaze are looking a bit bad. But I'm sure they're gonna play some creatures if they want to win this game. Because now Roiling Vortex is putting some pressure for them to do something. Sure, that's pretty annoying. Land. Or I guess that's fine. Alright, I'm just gonna say go for now. I think my opponent might Field of Ruin me. Let's see what they do. Just destroys 4 more lands. We're not gonna have 4 more lands anytime soon, so we're fine. Okay. We're gonna have to keep this Skullcrack, fortunately. Wow, okay. Okay, so I think, honestly, we just have to do nothing here. Just have to go to our turn. Hope to draw land. Land would be very, very important. Smash with Smithereens is also pretty good, but it's not what we wanted. So we're just gonna have to say go. Our hand is really reactive, unfortunately, so that's a bit of a problem. Like, we have only cards that react to stuff. A fetch land will be our best draw here. Wow, nice. Alright, again, pass turn. This is only legendary. Okay. Got it. So it's a 3 to return to their hand, so let's see if they want to activate the second Stoneforge. They don't. Wise man. Okay, so here I think I'm just going to Skullcrack them, not smash now. Just Skullcrack and probably Searing Blaze. Yeah. I guess I'm going to grab a Foundry even though we take 2 more. Searing Blaze, and then I think I'm just gonna chomp this. Um, let's main phase Searing Blaze, see what they do. Let it go. Skewer the Critics. So if they put their Sword of Fire and Ice into play, they lose. So they just cannot do that. Let's see if they see it. Let's see if they think we have the smash. They do think we have. They do think we have the smash. We're playing pretty well. My opponent's playing very, very well. So I'm just gonna have to path this. Let's see if they play the Sword of Fire and Ice. Yeah. Well, my opponent played very well, but we just eventually we're just gonna draw burn spells. I'm really curious to see if my opponent would have put the Battle Skull end of turn into the battlefield. Like, if they knew we had Smash and they were playing around that, so they would have not light end of turn, or they would just say, alright, fuck it, I'm just gonna put it into play. Because sometimes, even if you're playing around a card, when you're desperate, you have no choice of doing something. Your opponent forces you to do something, so. Because if you don't, you lose, so. That's why burn is good in a format with a turn 4 win. Because if you don't have pressure on the board, and your opponent, you don't have that much disruption in their deck, like my opponents playing mono white, they don't have like I'm saying, they didn't have leyline, they didn't have counter spells and stuff. So eventually the burn player is just gonna win because every turn they had like about 1 and 2 chance to draw burn spell. So eventually the burn deck was gonna win if the game goes too long. We don't have a 1-drop, which is awkward. My opponent mulligans. I think I'm gonna mull with them. Sure. I'm gonna keep her on the draw, so fine. I'm gonna put Helix at the bottom. Alright, we're playing the Mirror Burn. Oh, white. I don't think it's the Mirror Burn then. Oh, okay, they just they messed up. I'm playing a lot of mirrors. Recently, yesterday I did 2 leagues and I played 2 mirrors. But it's about 1 mirror per league. So we really have to draw a land next turn, and it has to be like a vintage. Or basic mountain would be also not too bad. My opponent goes face. I'm pretty sure they have a Searing Blaze or a Skewer. Yep. Line, please. Pretty unfortunate. Now I think we just lose. We're just gonna take 2. We're just gonna be 2 behind our opponent. Unless they have like a crappy hand and we can draw a line next turn. Rift Bolt. Pass. Land. Oh. Okay, so let's just suspend a Rift Bolt. Try to attack. We have a lot of burn spells, but we could just not cast it.
So they don't have a removal. I guess they're just gonna charm us or something, like a 2-mana burn spell end of turn. Yep. So there's a good chance we just die here. We're gonna have 3 cards. We're down to 7. Okay, that's a good sign. Come on, deck. We need a line that is not hurtful. A vintage on top. Come on, deck. Deck, why are you doing this to me? Like, we would have won so much if we drew our second land like any of the previous turns. Lightning Helix, well, now they need to win right now or kill my Swiftspear. And we need to draw a line to be able to kill them. Alright, my opponent's struggling. Eidolon, sure. Eidolon is pretty good. Land. Oh my god. Deck, stop it. We have to bolt the Eidolon, and now there's like 90% chance we die. If we win this game, honestly, it's like so lucky that they didn't kill us already. Plant, okay. Okay, yeah. Very, very unfortunate. My opponent stumbled on... Wow, we were not drawing a line anytime soon. Okay, but we were on the draw, so I was like supposed to lose that game most of the time. Very unfortunate that it finished like that. Really hope I can make a comeback winning game. Well, I'm supposed again to win next game, but then I have to win game 3. Opponent. That's a pretty good hand. Let's keep. Pretty good hand. I think the only thing that misses in this hand is like a path if my opponent has a Kor Firewalker of their own or a 1-mana creature. Oop. Fortunately, we're gonna have to take a lot of damage to play the core, so... If my opponent does have a path, maybe our hand is not that great. We could just not suspend a Rift Bolt and take 2 less damage. Is that dumb? Honestly, it might be the best play. Hope they don't have a Goblin Guide. Nah, because if they do have a Goblin Guide, and let's say they have a Goblin Guide and a Skullcrack, we are gonna take too much damage from the guide before being able to kill it, so I think it's fine. With Spear, okay. My opponent will not have a Kor Firewalker next turn. So We're down to 13, but now we have a Kor and a Helix. Helix is very important in the matchup. So no path, please. Yep. Fortunate. So we just lost like 6 points of life for like almost nothing. Kor. Come on. Okay, so do that and keep the Searing Blaze. Ready. Keep the mountain for the Searing Blaze. Very unfortunate. And the Searing Blaze draw is not good. Not good. My opponent just has all the burn also, so we need something. I guess. It's probably not gonna be good enough. We're probably just dead here. Double Searing Blaze. Not good in this situation. Okay, Goblin Guide. So my opponent probably just has Boros Charm and then Bolt or something. Searing Blaze, okay, but they don't have lines, so that's fine. But they pretty much have like just straight gas if they have 4 cards and they're not playing anything. I suspect like a Boros Charm out of turn. Skullcrack, okay, so down to 4. We might have a chance. Sure. They need a burn spell here. Very unfortunate. My opponent just had like a good hand for our hand. Like, alright, so little wrap up. We finished 3-2. It's never bad. A 3-2, 60% win rate is always good. Just I was hoping for a little 4-1, honestly. I think most of our matchup we played pretty well. But I think we lost to a bit of a luck in the Eldrazi game. My opponent just had a crazy good hand. And in the burn matchup, maybe I did a mistake, but I think my opponent just had a better hand than me in both games. Their hand was like really good to beat my hand. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I really hope you liked the video. If you do, put a little thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Always very appreciated. I will see you next time in another Modern Burn video. See ya. Bye bye.